Thank you, World of Warcraft. You know, I think I quit in 2014, 2015-ish, when Warlord the Draenor came out. Let me tell you something. I played this game, and I remember way too much of it. It used to be very fun. I remember this being my favorite website, Wowhead. It just had every information you needed, and it was just really useful. I know there are other websites. It's just this is one I use and I actually remember it. Like, can you imagine playing a game that was so fun, so perfect? You actually remember Wowhead? Man, you know what scares me the most? This map right here. Let me find a better one. Like, how do I still remember most of this map? Like, I remember my favorite area being the desert area or the Tannerus Desert. I remember right next to it, under the crater, you get dinosaurs here. I love it. It was the first place I saw dinosaurs, and I always, when I loved aim to be towards that area. I remember hating this on Syphilis. Doesn't matter how you pronounce it because I have insects and I'm not a big fan. But can you believe I actually remember most of these areas? How's that possible? I don't even remember what happened in high school or college or what I did like a month ago. And I remember all these areas in detail and like more detail than I remember. Like I'll tell you something. I remember this area a lot. Tele, Telegrasson, the Night Elf era. It was my first character. I was a hunter. Let me tell you something. This area was legendary. I explored every area of this. I remember I got tailoring and enchanting, and I was in this little area here called the Garpine Hold farm. And I was like, I'm not gonna leave the starter zone until I'm really powerful. I'm not sure why, but I made a lot of bags, disenchanted materials, and had a lot of fun. It is amazing how I know so much. With the other side here, let me tell you something. I explored the other side a lot because I really didn't have much experience on the Eastern continents, I mean, Eastern Kingdom, because I don't know, it just wasn't there much. And then I studied a blood elf, a mage blood elf, and a paladin blood elf. Let me tell you something, my friend. This place is amazing. And for some reason, I can't find the blood elf society, the blood elf starting area. I guess this was what the. Well, I guess this map's a bit old. Regardless, I don't really remember most of this. I remember the undead area. It was really cool because we had the dungeons over here. Shout out to you. I remember some really weird stuff in the Highlands because it was really big. Like I remember I would have to. I think I was on Alliance. I was doing some sort of dungeon or PKing. I think I was going to Ironforge as a horde member and killing the auctioneers to piss people off. And I would have to travel from Hillsbred full hills through the highlands all the way down to this is my favorite zone, the wetlands, mass zone. I hate it. Favorite zone right here, the burning steppes. I love this zone. This is the best zone in the game. I love the dungeon, Blackrock Debts. I think it's called. It has literally like 30 bosses. They're all easy, but it's just like every dungeon in this game should be harder to get into. Like you should there should be a requirement into dungeons, and every dungeon should have like 30 bosses. I like the Blackrock Depths. The Blackrock Spire, I didn't like it. I remember some of it, it just wasn't that good. I'm just telling you, the best dungeon World of Warcraft ever had was Blackrock Depths. It was awesome. I just found it very good design, very fun. Oh yeah, I remember the Badlands. There's a dungeon here, Uldergar or something. Very fun. And I don't know, so I spent a lot of time in these areas that I hate the most. I hate the hills, bred full hills. I hate the highlands, the wetlands, Low Schmard, we had some really long tunnels, which is easy for you to get PK'd, then make into Ironforge, to leave an alt, like an alt, just to annoy people with the lines, which was fun. I mean, that was just what I did. But I gotta tell you something, I just remember way too much about this game. That's how you know how good it was. I remember the 1 through 10 human paladin I had, or human warrior, whatever I had. I think it was a rogue. I had Westfall, Dust would have remembered that. I remember Red Ridge. I remember this place was scary. Deadwind Pass. Super scary place. You know, and I remember, I think one of my favorite zones, Stranglethorn Val. This place is amazing. It was very active with PvP when I played. And I never liked Booty Bay because it was very inappropriate. And I think it doesn't, it could have a better name. So that's all I want to say. World of Warcraft, great game. I love it. And I wish it was better, but let me tell you something. I haven't played since maybe 2015 because I didn't like the expansions. And I want to go back. World of Warcraft, do something. Make me go back to this game. But like I have gone back many times. I paid for Mr. Pandaria, I paid for Cataclysm, Warlord of Draenor, and I just got disappointed, man. Well, thank you for the 2 good years I had, and I had very fun memories of it. Thank you very much for being a good game. I just wanted to, be grateful. I mean, I'll tell you something about World of Warcraft. Do you know I remember the trailers for World of Warcraft? I don't remember the trailers for the other games like Rift, Warhammer, Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, RuneScape, League of Legends. I don't remember the trailers. And World of Warcraft has the best trailers, the best music, and I'm not sure if that means much, but I'll tell you something, man. The best artwork too, like the Lich King, the Burning Crusades, Illidan. That was really bad, man. I just gotta say, man, it was really something. I just want to say thank you, Blizzard, for the 2 years I played. I played a lot, probably like 5 hours a day. And I want to come back, but you know what? I do log into my account every once in a while. And well, I'm not happy, so I don't. But I'm not happy, but I do not lose hope. I do come back every few years, every few expansions. Check it out, level up, and I hope one day I'll enjoy this game again. Thank you, World War.